Okay, we are back here. I finished shading up around my sphere here. So I have my background shaded in, and I'm kind of graduating this shading here just a little bit. Okay, so you can see that I have the top part. So I have like the air, I have the surface that my sphere is sitting on, I have my shadow, and then I have this all shaded in here. Now, when you are going in to label your sphere, you have 7 things that you have to label. Okay, the first thing is the direction that the light is coming from. Okay, so we're going to write light source or direct light. Okay, and so my light source, if you're looking at this, mine is coming from here, and you can tell that because the brightest part is here and the cast shadow goes this way. So I'm going to make a little arrow pointing like this, and I'm going to write light source. I don't want to just put light because we're going to use light for something else. So I have light source written right here. Okay, now this part, my brightest, lightest part, the most bright white of your sphere is your highlight. Okay, and all objects, no matter their color, have a highlight, and a lot of times they are either bright white or like very, like almost white. Okay, so even if it's an object that's been painted black, it's still going to have, if it's shiny enough, the highlight is going to be bright white because it's reflecting the light directly off of that and then directly to you. Okay, so I'm going to draw a little line here. I'm going to put mine right here, and it's going to be kind of scrunched in, but that's okay. So I'm going to draw a line pointing to my highlight, and I think for this one, I'm going to turn it a little and write down highlight. Okay, so I have my highlight there. Okay, the next portion is my light section. Okay, that's going to be my section that is very bright, but still very, very light here. So it's going to be kind of like right here. So I'm going to draw a line from here out, and then I'm going to write light. Okay, that's my light area. Then I have these right here, which is my midtones, right? Your middle tones, that's kind of like your medium grays. Okay, and so I'm going to draw a line from here out and write midtones. Okay, then I have my cast shadow, which I'm going to put right here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 2 left. Okay, so my reflected light goes right here. That's this section. Remember, your reflected light is where the light hits the table and bounces back onto your object. Okay, so reflected light. And then back here, this super dark part is my reflected shadow. So I'm going to draw a line here, and I have reflected shadow. Now, it might make more sense for you to put your midtones over on this side of your picture. Okay, so don't feel like you have to have yours labeled exactly like mine. It's kind of like if we were labeling bugs, right, or insects, and you had a dragonfly and I had a butterfly, and maybe your dragonfly's wings were towards the top and my butterfly's wings were kind of on the sides, then it would make sense for me to put my label on the side and you to put your label for the wings on the top, because they're both still wings, and as long as it's pointing to the wings, then you're correct. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the exact same spot on the paper. Okay, but do make sure you have your light source with an arrow, and then everything else is just a straight line out to show what it is, right? So my highlight is going to be here, right? My light is generally next to the highlight, and it might make more sense for you to draw a line up here than down here. Depends on how much room you have around your sphere itself. Okay, but that is how you finish labeling your shaded sphere.